Just going to wait on the stream catching up. Hello. Oof. Big oof. How's it going? Early squad, yeah, fucking you guys were in here pretty fucking quick. How goes things in Orwell land? Quite good. Gonna fix it and make it better though. Hopefully. Yeah, if someone already knows about the video that we're gonna watch together. We're gonna watch a video together. So Buddha's not in the room. I try and keep him out my streams because everyone in the stream's like, oh, what's that? Are you watching porn? Who's watching porn? What's that noise in the background? And it's just the dog trying to breathe. Right. I'm not scratching my balls, I was rolling a cigarette. I'll just wait for the chat to fill up a wee bit. Some people have figured out already what I'm going to be talking about. No, PewDiePie's not joining UKIP. We asked. Right. We are going to be watching a video together, and this is something that I'm a little bit sick of the narrative. Like the woman in this video did make a couple of good points, but the way she's going about it is completely wrong. I don't know if anybody's heard about the infamous TEDx talk that just got released, and TEDx have done everything that they can to completely remove this video from everywhere. I did manage to find a copy. The only problem is the audio is completely out of sync, but it's the best I could do because TEDx are fucking removing it from everywhere. Like every copy that was on YouTube is now gone. Right, and it's basically a woman saying that paedophilia is naturally a sexual orientation, something it's not something you can do anything about. But now, whether or not that's the case, you know, and she does, you know, want them to get treatment and all that, but what she's trying to say is we should be more socially accepting of paedophiles because they can't help it. No, we shouldn't. That in a way like sort of normalises paedophilia in itself. So, like for example, there's psychopaths who can't help but kill. I don't think that means that you should still be friends with them. Oh, but it's okay. They control their urges. Doesn't really matter. But yeah. Anyway, let's give it a wee watch then. This will be a good laugh. Yeah, fucking kids. Applause for fucking kids.
Let me tell you about Jonas.
Can you all hear that, by the way?
Jonas is 19 years old. He studies law in Munich. In his spare time, he likes to play soccer. Jonas has a secret which he thinks he cannot share with anyone.
Is it quiet?
Not even with his best.
Right, I'll crank that right up then. I'm going to pause it whenever I want to talk anyway, so I'll just start it again.
Let me tell you about Jonas. Jonas is 19 years old. He studies law in Munich. In his spare time, he likes to play soccer. Jonas has a secret which he thinks he cannot share with anyone, not even with his best friend.
I'm starting to not like this Jonas fellow. I'm starting to think this Jonas may be a little bit of a sketchy bastard. I'm really she's not really painting a very good picture of this Jonas fellow. But but let's keep watching.
Or with his parents. He's just too afraid of anger, rejection, and repulsion. Jonas knows that he has to suppress his sexual drive for his entire life. And he also knows that there will never be a loving and fulfilling partnership that he can enter.
Tough shit, Jonas. So does this basically mean that pedos are incels? Is that pretty much what it is? Just pedos are like their own breed of incel as well. I'm quite happy with pedos being incels. When was the TED Talk produced? This was only just released. This only just came out, and as you can imagine, the public reception of it was not too great. So TEDx removed it, and they're fucking yeeting it from everywhere on the internet that they can. And this was the only copy, which is why I tried to find a better one. I know the audio is properly out of sync, but this was this was the best one I could come up with. Someone in the chat there, Jonas is a victim of paedophobia. Oh, poor Jonas. Poor wee Jonas.
Because Jonas is a pedophile.
I knew it. I knew that for the start, man. The whole plot gave it away. I just hate it when movies have a very, very obvious story. You know, fucking knew it.
He's only attracted to female children between the ages of 6 and 12 years. But since he's aware of the consequences for the children, he has never given in to his sexual drive.
Meet Jonas. Jonas is a paedophile. Jonas doesn't touch kids because he knows it would ruin their life. Be like Jonas.
What is pedophilia? And what is it not? In the ICD-10, the International Classification System for Illnesses, pedophilia is coded as the sexual preference for pre-adolescent children. It is listed under the sexual disorders. Whether the persistent occurrence of sexual thoughts and feelings for pre-adolescent children have been acted upon or not is not relevant to the diagnosis. Like every other sexual orientation, pedophilia can have different characteristics. For example, it can be heterosexual, it can be homosexual, bisexual.
All of it's still fucked anyway. We don't really need classifications. We just know that all of paedophilia is still fucked. But please continue.
Some pedophiles are exclusively attracted to children. Others are not exclusively attracted to children, but they're also sexually interested in adults.
Well, I have an easy solution. See if they're attracted to children, but also adults. It means can everybody sense the sensible option? And that I really don't feel like I need to finish that with a punchline or anything. I think everybody already knew where I was going with that one. Yeah, we don't need to go any further into that. That's fine. In fact, there was some super chats I was going to read out. I've got a feeling that the super chats are going to be mad wholesome this stream. Everyone's going to be so happy and thrilled. You know, everyone's going to be just so happy. Cast Black 34, Count Daddy, Haram update on Sargon, Paul and Milo and UKIP. Sargon's been accepted into UKIP. Yep, he get accepted. People were emailing in about his whole white niggers rant, but like that got knocked back. Basically, UKIP kind of jumped the gun without examining the context, and now that they've examined the context, they've realised that yeah, it's not that bad. I already made a tweet about it, and also as well, just because people actually tried to accuse me of faking it. Nope. Nope, it's real. Right, anyway. We can't come to the super chats. Cast Black 34, Count Daddy, their name is PedoX, PedX. John Smith, does it amaze you as much as me how crazy leftists have gone? I used to be liberal, by the way. Thoughts on time being fake news? Oh yeah, that was that little girl. It turned out she was never separated from her parents at all. Like, is anybody even surprised at this point? Like, the media, like, misrepresenting shit and twisting the truth. Like, the stuff doesn't even shock me anymore. Like, yeah, call it out whenever you see it. Call it out when it happens. Like, that's really important. But see, when it does happen, like, is anybody even surprised anymore? Like, I'm never surprised by it. It's just business as usual. Brainwash, after this video, I'm going to start calling some blokes I know Jonas. Dude, you're such a Jonas. Don't be such a fucking Jonas, mate. Trevor Griffin, Jonas must love her. She looks like an 8-year-old girl. Brainwash, also by any chance would Nambla start being called the Jonas Brothers? It would most definitely suit them well. Are they even still around? Like, are Nambla actually even still around, man? I know they did protests, like, back in, like, the 70s and 80s and shit, but I don't even know if they're still around. Toothless Blue, ETA to world domination, 21 days, 5 hours. Fuck. Right, anyways, we'll continue with this lovely video.
But their main sexual interest lies within children.
Doesn't matter.
Only if this main sexual interest is given, we talk about pedophilia. The vast majority of all pedophiles are men, about 99%.
You don't see feminists arguing for female underrepresentation in paedophilia. need to balance those numbers out, man. Need to get that. need to get that balance. You feel me?
Within the male population, 1 to 2% are considered to be pedophiles. This translates to about 60 million people worldwide.
So 1 out of every 100 people is a pedo. 1 out of every 100 men. So hold on then. So we've got 1,400 people in this stream watching right now. There are 14 pedos in the chat. Right? So that means if that statistic's true, it means right now we've got roughly at least 14 pedos watching this stream. Right, so there's something that I'm just picturing this chat already right now going on a fucking witch hunt. Name the pedo.
This is as much as the population of Italy or of South Africa.
Italy and South Africa are all paedophiles. We found them. Just hashtag build the wall right round. Just keep the kids away from it. Just keep the kids away from Italy and South Africa.
Therefore, pedophilia is not an irrelevant phenomenon we can't simply ignore. Chances.
No, we put them in jail. We've done that for quite a while.
Every one of you knows at least one pedophile are higher than that you don't know anyone. We haven't found out yet why pedophilia occurs. There are biological, social, and psychological factors to it. It occurs unrelated to socio-economical status and unrelated to educational level. So generally speaking, anyone could be born a pedophile. It is crucial to understand the difference between pedophilia and child sexual abuse.
I'm gonna stop you there. Like, I'm sorry, but any instance of acting out your paedophilia is sexual abuse. That's molestation. That is child abuse. Fuck me, man. TEDx has fallen far, hasn't it? Okay. Right, I'm gonna blow my nose. I've got bad hay fever. I'll be back. Man, fuck that. Yeah. Oh. Nope, didn't mean to do that. Okay. let's continue with this. This is a good family friendly Christian stream, isn't it? Yeah, that's lovely. Let's just.
Which is illegal and must always be.
Yep.
Pedophilia is only the sexual preference for pre-adolescent children.
Only. That's all. I don't know what you're all getting in such a flap about, man. I mean, being a pedo like only means you want to fuck kids. Like, I don't know why everyone's getting so upset.
The difference between child sexual abuse and pedophilia becomes very obvious when we look at scientific studies. Think about it for yourself. What do you think? What percentage of child molesters are pedophiles? Have a guess.
Wait. Oh, what percentage of child molesters are paedophiles? Hold on. so, right, is I'm sorry, like that's. Matt, every single Daisy, fuck's sake, like every single thought process I tried to have there just fucking warped and just got shut the fuck down. I had no idea where to go with that. Right, that broke me a little bit mentally. I'm just gonna keep playing the video, man. What was that?
Is it 20%? 40, 60,
Oh, she keeps going. Okay.
maybe even 80%? In fact, scientific studies indicate that only 20 to 30% of all child molesters are pedophiles.
Citation. Nah. Nope. No. Fucking citation. No. What the fuck is that bullshit? Only 30 to 40% of people who molest children are paedophiles. Right. No. I worry. Can someone try and actually please find me that study that she's talking about? I think pretty much everyone in this chat as well is absolutely desperate to see it. Gary and Aiden, if you don't stop spamming, I'm going to start removing wrenches. Right, I'm telling you. Stop fucking with the chat. Well, they're going to calm down. I'm gonna read out some super chats. Okay. Mindful lass, our justice system thinks this way. Fuck, we're getting to that point. Colby Holmes, what up, edgy boy? Donated $14.99. I think that was supposed to be $14.88. Matthew McFadden, we need more female nonsense. Robert Fraser, buddy, old Amorgy throwback. Hank Coffey's #1 fan. Please run for First Minister. I'm 14 and would vote for you, Daddy Dankula. Praise Keck and peace out, my ogre lord. I don't know. I might run for something. I might do it just for the banter. UKIP aren't very well liked north of the border, but we're actually hoping to get that changed. You know, I would run for something. You know, be good luck, good fun. Don't know if I'd win, but it'd be good fun. Ted Samuelson, when will I get your luscious balls and fidget spinner back in my Snapchat again? Bored Norse. I keep getting reported, so I can't do it anymore, I'm afraid. Yeah, whenever I add like my balls to my Snapchat story, people keep reporting me. Ragnar Kulfbert, cocaine. John Smith, odds this cunt is pro-refugee. maybe them she's talking about. Reaps 51, make Greece ancient again. Greece is doing a pretty good job of that itself. Where did all the money go? Okay then. Let's just keep watching this lovely family friendly video.
The vast majority of perpetrators are not pedophiles, but they're sexually interested in adults. Children can easily become victims of child sexual abuse because of their loyalty and because of ease of access. For example, a stepfather might abuse his stepdaughter because he feels anger or jealousy towards her mother.
Then why not hit or beat the mother or do something like that to her? Like, I'm sorry, but if you turn around and do something like that to a child, you're not doing it because, like, it's the same way as fucking serial killers. There is some self-satisfaction and lust for the things that they do. That's why they do it. A guy wouldn't turn around and go, I hate this woman, so I'm gonna fucking rape her kid. Like, to get back at her, like, okay then, that might be a factor in it, but there was already a need or a want there. There was already a lustful thing that he was after in doing that. He could have done anything else, but he did that. This woman's full of shit. This woman is fucking full of shit. It seems like she's fucking properly grasping at straws. I think she see how people turn around and go, you have to acknowledge science, like, this is what the science says. Like, I think she... Keep an eye on her. I've got a feeling this woman might be one of those 1%ers that she mentioned earlier.
Not every pedophile abuses children. And not everyone who abuses children is a pedophile.
Nah, fuck it. Go on.
Differentiating between these two groups is essential. Let me be very clear here. Abusing children is wrong without any doubt.
Thank you for clearing that up. I'm sure that none of us would have been able to agree on that one, and we might have debated that fact for hours because it's a very disputable fact. But I'm very happy that you cleared that up for us. Thanks very much, darling. I don't know where we'd be without you.
But a pedophile who doesn't abuse children has done nothing wrong. I want to quickly summarize where we are at the moment. According to current research, pedophilia is an unchangeable sexual orientation.
It's not unchangeable. Have you heard of castration? Or sterilization? Something that was done in the past and has a very high success rate. Like, I'm just saying.
Just like, for example, heterosexuality. No one chooses to be a pedophile. No one can cease being one.
They can. Snip, snip.
The difference between pedophilia and other sexual orientations is that living out this sexual orientation will end in a disaster. So let's think about Jonas again. How can we help him not to cause such a disaster?
I was gonna make a murder joke there, but I probably best not. Don't want to strike.
How can we help him not to live out his sexual urges? How can we prevent child sexual abuse?
Don't say it, Marcus. Okay, fuck it. Maybe I'm just saying it. I'm just saying this. Like maybe, right? We get all of the paedophiles, right? We just get them all. We just round them all up, and we just say, don't worry, it's not your fault. It's just for the good of the state, for the protection of our people. This is something that has to be done, and then we move them somewhere. But we'll need a mode of transport in order to move them. Maybe trains. We just take all of the paedophiles and load them onto these trains, and then we send them elsewhere. To somewhere like perhaps. Does everybody, you know, I don't need to make the punchline. Everybody already knew where I was going. Yeah, Holocaust jokes. Yeah, they never get old. Yet.
In fact, scientific studies indicate that one of the strongest predictors for child sexual abuse committed by pedophiles is social isolation. People who can't tell anyone that they're pedophiles logically won't get any help. For example, they can't tell their friends that they can't go to the beach because children in swimsuits might be there as well.
Woo. Woo. Right, there's children everywhere. There's children fucking everywhere. You see them on TV, you see them in YouTube videos. Like most, you know, sometimes I might be watching a YouTube video or a movie, and you know, a child might pop up. How would you even leave the fucking house then? How would you even leave the house? That shit's fucking weird, right? Now this is the thing is, right? I wouldn't turn around and go, I don't want to go to this party, I don't want to go to the beach, I don't want to go to this club or whatever, because there might be women there and I might get a boner. Like no, you don't do that. Like see if it's at the point where you can't control your urges like that much, that you can't even go to a place where children might be. It's not a case of I like women. I wouldn't turn around and fucking say I can't go to this place because women are there and I have absolutely no control of my sexual urges. No, I've got a good grip on it. But but like see if it is that point where you cannot actually even go to a place because children will be there. That's I'm sorry, that's a red flag. That would kind of make me think that this person is at high risk of fucking offending. Like nah, fuck that. That's sketchy as fuck.
They can't get support for situations they might not control entirely. And they can never be completely frank with someone else.
Right. The reason for it is, right, paedophilia is something that is not accepted by society, and thankfully so far all of society are resisting hard and paedophilia being normalised. Good. Paedophilia should never be normalised, nor should any kind of acceptance of it. But the reason that paedophiles don't talk about out loud what they are is because they feel shame. Now the funny thing is, shame is a good thing. It's good to have some fucking shame. It's good to have these things that you keep to your fucking self and you don't tell anyone. A lot of people, probably every single person in this chat, has some shameful fucking kinks and stuff that they like and they're into that they wouldn't fucking tell anyone. Good. Shame is a healthy thing. If there is something about yourself that you think people might be unhappy with, then you keep it to your fucking self. You don't let it out into the real world. It stays right there in your head. Right? Shame is a good thing.
We can make a difference for Jonas. We, as a society, can be there for him. At the moment, we live in a world that already excludes pedophiles because of their preference alone. Someone who's lonely and excluded from society has little to lose and is at much higher risk to commit a crime, like, for example, child sexual abuse. We can make Jonas feel that he stays a valuable member of our society, although he's a pedophile.
It's easy. Jonas just keeps his sick thoughts to himself and just carries on being a normal member of society. That's easy. Like, the way that she's worded it makes it look like paedophiles should be able to just walk up to people in the street and go, "I'm a pedo, by the way, but don't worry, I haven't touched any kids. I am an honourable paedophile," and people are just gonna go, "Oh, that's nice." Like, no. You keep that to your fucking self. You can still go out and be a perfectly normal, functioning member of society. Many pedos in the past have done it. And you just keep it to your fucking self. You don't act on it. You don't talk about it. Like, that's nothing wrong with that at all. Right? People shouldn't be able to go around and go, "I am a pedo." And everyone should be accepting of it. That's not how it works. People are allowed to have their own opinion of it. Right? And thankfully, so far, people don't like paedophiles, right, which is fine, which is good. Hold on, just to catch up in the super chats. Rob Wind, "Women can't be paedophiles," sounds legit. Yeah, I know. Now that's the thing, is it's untrue, because there has been women arrested for it in the past. Haram, what do you think about Black Pigeon Speaks videos? If you watch them, are you familiar with the ketogenic diet and benefits? If so, thoughts? I don't actually. I know who he is, but I don't actually watch his stuff. Hannah Crawford, "What percentage of traps are gay?" 0. Don't Google it. Don't. There's tons and tons of studies, but you don't need to Google that or look into it yourself. I think Professor Lehman actually just uploaded a video on it, which I'm probably going to watch after this. But don't Google it. Don't need to do research. Don't need to look at studies. Trust me, right? I am an authority on the matter, and I say 0%. Gaius Gracchus, womp womp. Alan Doyle, "Is paedophilia like communism now?" But that wasn't real paedophilia. Real paedophilia has never been tried. Haram, "What would you think of cannabis being legal here?" I would be absolutely fine with weed being legal. I'd be completely fine with it. Trevor Griffin, "The study as requested." Google. Oh, shit. I'll need to remember that's in there so I can have a look at that. Cass Black, "My male reproductive organ looks like a Pringles with veins." Jexelworth, "Could you just unlist this stream as well?" No, delete. I'll probably put this stream on my third stream archive channel. Clafouti, "Paedophilia was tried before, but that wasn't real paedophilia." Love you, Dank. Yeah, there we go. We've got all the communism jokes. Paedophilia is like communism. It doesn't work, and it's damaging. Undersized Blitz, who even thought... No, in fact, there could have been a better punchline there. Paedophilia is like communism. It doesn't work, and in the end, a lot of people get fucked. Anyway, Undersized Blitz, who even thought this was a good idea for a talk? Fuck knows, man. I thought they screened these things before they let them go on. Actual Illuminati, "Bullets are cheaper than therapy." Ooh. Dave the Dinosaur, "This might be it, Dankula." Janke, Siren, Hoyer, Jurgen, "Stigmatisation of people with paedophilia, blind pot and stigma research." Right, that's fine, I'll make a note of that as well. Gaius Gracchus, Mossad, and then it's a 9/11 emoji. Trevor Griffin, "Pedos must pedo and serial killers must kill." I agree with that. Jesse Jennings, "Circumcision is worse than rape." I'm not sure where you're going with that. Ter Samuelson, "I'm all for supporting pedos. A nice sturdy branch can support 3 or 4 at a time." Good old, bring back the good old hanging trees. Do you know what I mean? Just bring them back. Robert Fraser, "Simple solution to paedophilia, gas mark sex." Fuck's sake. Actual Illuminati, "Better than bullets are those captive penetrating bolt guns they use for cattle." The Neo-Illusionist, "Almost every time you hear host pointless conversations, I'm busy working around the house. Could you send it to Unlisted or at least when they're over so I can keep up?" I'll probably upload it on my third channel, the channel that I'm going to try and keep streams like this on. I need to actually upload to my second channel as well. That's something that I've not done in quite a while. The Conservative MSW, "I'm in a mental health field. Some of our arguments aren't wrong. We want to get these people help to prevent acting out. We have techniques to help. I'd be happy to debate the issue and research with you." I'm absolutely down for that. But like what I said is though, is someone shouldn't be able to just walk up in the street and go, "I'm a paedophile," and everyone should be like accepting of it. Like I've said many times in the past that if someone is a paedophile and they don't want to act on it, but then they actually go and actively try and get treatment for it, then I am all for that, and I do sincerely hope that they get better. That is what I would like to see. Chicken Man, "I almost got banned from the Discord for making a pedo joke." Most of the time we just kick for the Discord. You need to do something special to get banned. Mindful Lass, my abuser got 2 years probation. I was 9, now 30, and attempted suicide. He got help, I didn't. Still suffer from depression. I now help survivors. Jesus fucking Christ. That's fucking grim, man. Fuck me, man, yeah. Yeah, but... oh, fuck's sake. That's right, okay then, I do support them getting treatment. I do not support it being publicly acceptable. If someone is a paedophile, I'm going to consider them a piece of shit, and I'm not going to have them anywhere near my life. Especially not anywhere near my fucking kids, man. Just fuck them. Jack Rosa, speaking as an actual victim of child sexual abuse by an older woman, I think the speaker should be gassed. Oh, fuck. Woo. Woo, lad. Well, considering as someone who actually has suffered from it yourself, I'll allow that. That's fine. Fucking hell. Anyways, I'm going to keep watching this video. I can tell everybody's liking this, man. Everyone probably came here expecting some jokes and to be entertained, and instead just everyone is absolutely fucking furious.
Right now, most of us feel discomfort when we think about this scenario. And most of us feel discomfort when we think about pedophiles.
Yep.
But just like pedophiles, we are not responsible for our feelings. We do not choose them. But we are responsible for our actions. And we must make a decision. It is in our responsibility to reflect and to overcome our negative feelings about pedophiles, and to treat them with the same respect we treat other people with. We should accept that pedophiles, we are responsible for our actions.
Hold on, right,
and we pedophiles.
I just want to repeat this bit again. Hold on.
We are not responsible for our feelings.
We're not responsible for our feelings.
We do not choose them. But we are responsible for our actions. And we must make a decision. It is in our responsibility to reflect and to overcome our negative feelings about pedophiles.
So you're not responsible for your feelings, you don't have control over them, but in the same sense we're supposed to overcome our feelings of negativity towards paedophiles, when paedophiles themselves are directly responsible for some of the most horrendous acts ever inflicted on children. And something, as we've seen from some of the super chats that we've got here tonight, actions that can actually affect that child throughout their entire life, causing things such as depression, suicidal thoughts and so on. But a paedophile is a person who actively wants to do that. Now, whether or not they actually can help it or whatever, we'll put that to the side. But paedophiles are the people that usually inflict such a thing like that, so that's the first thought that enters into everybody's head, which is why they have such negative feelings. And she just says that we can control our feelings, and obviously everyone in here probably has extremely strong negative feelings when it comes to paedophiles, and we're just supposed to overcome them. I just wanted to straighten that out before I unpaused.
And to treat them with the same respect we treat other people with.
Nope.
We should accept that pedophiles are people who have not chosen their sexuality and who, unlike most of us, will never be able to live it out freely if they want to lead an upright life. We should accept that pedophilia is a sexual preference, a thought, a feeling, and not an act. We should differentiate between child sexual abuse and pedophilia. We shouldn't increase the suffering of pedophiles by excluding them, by blaming and mocking them. By doing that, we increase their isolation, and we increase the chance of child sexual abuse.
Okay. Like I said, shame is healthy. Shame is a good thing. There are things you should keep to your fucking self. If you want to actually be part of society, then there are things that you should keep to your fucking self. A lot of you in here probably think things or have done things where if your family fucking knew about it, you would be completely ostracised and kicked out of your family. But there's no need for your family to know. You keep it to yourself because you feel shame. So you keep these thoughts to yourself because it can affect your outside life. There shouldn't be this great need to tell people that you're a paedophile that's like worth the risk of fucking up your entire life. Right, see if there's someone that you want to tell, go to a shrink. Go to a shrink. Go to these clinics that are set up to actually help paedophiles get better. Go to one of them, right? Don't just go, oh, I can't tell my friends. Tough shit, lots of us have got things that we can't tell our fucking friends. Like, see if I went up to all my friends and went, I just really, really have this massive urge to, like, stomp on puppies. I just have this huge fucking urge to stomp on puppies. I can't help it. I just can't help it. It's not my fault. But you should all still be nice to me and respect me, even though I have these thoughts. Like, go and fuck yourself, darling. No chance. Fucking no chance. Right. Anyway, I'm gonna go through super chats again. Daniel Waters, I agree with you on all points, but I've done a little research and found that some pedos have an actual mental health problem. Ken anything about that? No, I would class paedophilia as a mental illness. I absolutely would, which is why I'm fine with people getting treatment for it, you know, going to doctors, seeing psychologists and stuff like that, you know, medication even, to actually help them get over it. Like, I have no issue with that whatsoever. If it's an illness, I see it as an illness, which is why I'm absolutely fine with measures being taken to cure that illness and for these people seeking help. I have no issue with that whatsoever. Nuke the ice caps. Logical next step was paedophiles, next step is bestiality. Where do you think the alphabet soup community goes from there? Corpse fucking acceptance. See, to be honest, man, the far left never fail to surprise me. In fact, the most appropriate thing is to say is nothing they do surprises me anymore. So if they actually started advocating for necro acceptance, I probably wouldn't even bat an eyelid. Like, honestly, nothing's beneath them. Field of Bears, I have a survival level based desire to wrap my hands around the throat of any pedo and squeeze it until he stops twitching. Don't worry though, I totes won't become a pedo hunter. Detroit Albo, I actually developed a treatment for paedophilia. It involves a yacht battery and some jumper cables. Does anybody want to help me test my treatment? Well, apparently, how many viewers are we on now? 2,200. So that means there is 22 pedos in the chat. 22 pedos in the chat. Name the pedo. Right. Everyone in the chat's just going to start this fucking body snatcher style fucking witch hunt, pointing at people and screeching. Chicken Man, the best cure for paedophilia, and then I believe he gave the fucking chemical makeup for what I think is Zyklon B. Undersized Blitz, remember only 30 to 40% Omega lol, yeah, exactly. Drew Winter, if you search in YouTube some Arabic things pops up. The top result is a song with a bunch of babies dancing and need a second opinion of its pedo shit. I have no idea what that means. Daniel Waters, I'm game Albo, more for sexual tension though. Chiderations, what would she say about Joseph Fritzl? I think Joseph Fritzl was a very special case. I don't know what the fuck happens with him, man. Usually they get TV shows out that sort of explain everything that kind of happened and all that, what he was thinking, you know, a sort of very Mindhunter-esque, like, sort of rundown of it, but maybe we'll get one like that for Fritzl, who knows. Trevor Griffin, if someone is a rampant violent psychopath, it's not their choice, however, that doesn't mean they shouldn't be isolated. Very true. If there is someone that actually poses a risk, like, to people, then they should be isolated. They shouldn't be part of the society if they have this, like, urge that they're constantly fighting, like, to bring harm to someone. Like, they should be isolated, as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, I'll press play again.
Only if they make themselves recognizable, because they're not afraid of punishment, of anger and rejection, can we better understand the causes of pedophilia, and we can improve their treatment.
Why would the public need to know a guy is a paedophile so that, and how would that improve his treatment? I don't get that. I don't understand that. Like, you would need to elaborate a bit more on the treatment. Is it a sort of a psychological thing where you just go out in public and go, I'm a paedophile, and if everyone turns around and goes, great job, man, well done, go dude, smooth moves, Jonas, right? And would that help? I don't know. I don't know if that would help. I don't know what the fuck this woman's talking about.
We can help them accept their sexuality and help them learn to refrain from acting on their sexual urges, which cause harm to children.
But if they accept their sexuality and don't actively try to fight against it, and they're quite set in being a paedophile, and therefore by telling them they should accept who they are, they feel that their sexuality is justified, which means that, you know, I'm an innocent victim, I didn't choose to be a paedophile, I deserve to have the exact same rights as everyone else. Let me fuck kids. Right? No, that's a recipe for disaster. That's something. See if this stuff actually ends up becoming the fucking norm. Expect that. See how homosexuals advocated for their rights and stuff like that. Something that I am absolutely fine with, because homosexuality doesn't actually cause any harm to anyone. Right? It's not damaging to society and it's not damaging to the people taking part, which is why I have absolutely no issue with it. However, paedophilia does. And homosexuality was ostracised. Homosexuals felt the exact same way and everything. They couldn't, you know, outwardly be gay in public or announce to their friends that they were gay. Right? And, you know, that didn't make them more likely to commit crimes or anything like that. Yeah, psychologically it might have been a bit damaging, but if you look at it rationally, homosexuality was fine and we shouldn't have done that. However, when you look at paedophilia causes a lot of fucking damage, so no, we shouldn't fucking allow it. But homosexuals campaigned for their rights, campaigned for the right to marry, the right to be gay in public and all that type of stuff as well. And see, when the gates, the walls started breaking down around that, more and more they campaigned for their rights. It snowballed a little fucking bit now in current year, but, and that's, the funny thing is the exact same thing could happen with paedophiles. Expect that, watch out for that. Clip this. Put this one in the bank. I guarantee you that the exact same thing happens with paedophiles.
We can encourage them never to commit child sexual abuse. We can help them refrain.
Okay. There are already clinics, I know they've been set up in Scandinavia, where you can completely 100% anonymously go to these clinics and basically say, I am a paedophile, I need treatment, I need help. Right? So there is support. Support does exist. They can go, they can get treatment, they can get medication, they can get counselling, they can get all of these things for support. And in the same breath, their identity is kept completely secret, no damage to their life, no damage to their character, none of that stuff, but they're getting treatment. Why does public acceptance of it? It's contradictory. It's sort of, the public should totally accept you for who you are, even though you are a paedophile. So what we'll do is get the public to accept who you are, and then come to us for treatment, so we can change who you are. Doesn't make any fucking sense, does it? Like, that's a little bit warped to me.
From entering dangerous situations they might not control entirely. And we can prescribe medication. This approach has already been successful.
What, the medication of telling everybody that the guy's a pedo? You need to clarify that a little bit.
In the last 10 years, more than 9,500 people have received help in a prevention network called Kein Täter werden, which means don't offend in English, at university hospitals in Germany. The last survey shows that 98% have never committed child sexual abuse. Unfortunately, this program is not gonna eradicate child sexual abuse.
Well, here's the funny thing is, see if like the 98%, there's probably a little factor in that. If the treatment involves not just informing all your family and friends and everyone around you that you're a paedophile and also medication, see the 98% that didn't offend, could that possibly mean that because that 98% announced to their family and friends and so on that they are in fact paedophiles, every single person in their life just kept them the fuck away from kids and that's why they didn't offend? Maybe. You know, maybe this chick's actually onto something here. You know, it probably would be very, very handy to know who the paedophiles are. So you know who to kick the shit out of whenever you see them hanging around a playground. Fuck.
But it is the first step in the right direction. Pedophiles who have received treatment have a better understanding of who they can turn to in order to prevent abuse before it happens. Most of you might ask themselves now, why is she telling us that? 5 years ago, I first heard about Jonas's life. Prior to that, I have never really thought about pedophilia, and I had just adapted the prevalent societal view about it without never really questioning it.
I don't know, it's healthy to question everything. It's very, very healthy to question everything. It's just that if you're a rational person, you would arrive at the exact same answer as the rest of us, that paedophilia is fucking horrible and shouldn't be accepted. But continue.
I felt anger and disgust about pedophiles. My perspective has been completely changed by hearing Jonas's story, hearing about his cruel fate, and understanding the difference between child sexual abuse and pedophilia. As a medical student with a background in psychology, I feel it as my responsibility to help others overcome and escape wrong stigmatization and to have a positive impact on our future society. By changing our view about pedophilia as a society and by offering them support and therapy, we can help millions of people to live better lives.
Okay. Offering them support is your job, right? You work in the medical industry. You know, those people that have counselling and give out medication and all that type of stuff. Support is your job. We don't need to do shit. We don't need to do fucking anything. We aren't going to change our opinion on this. Paedophilia is horrible, it's illegal, and it's shunned by society, and hopefully it will be for the remainder of human civilization. Right? We don't have to do fucking anything. You can be the ones that give them support, give them medication, give them counselling, all that type of stuff as well. You do that. We don't need to do fucking anything.
And we can effectively reduce child sexual abuse. No one is responsible for their feelings, but everyone is responsible for their actions. I thank you very much.
Wow. Don't fucking clap. Fuck off. Fucking clapping. Yeah, well. Fuck me, man. Wasn't that educational? Wasn't that eye-opening? I hope you all learned a valuable lesson. It's fucking warm in here. Yeah! Pedos! Clap! Fucking clap! Clap for poor Jonas. Fuck off. Fucking hell, man. I'm sick of this fucking narrative. I am so sick of this fucking narrative, man. I'll catch up on the fucking super chats. Scarlock, I am a werewolf. Yes, I may brutally murder a few families when the moon is full, but what about my feelings? What about my happiness? Also, I demand government assistance for my medical condition. Thanks. Matthew Linfield. The thing I appreciate with her is she's honest, she's a pedo, unlike people like Amos pretending that he ain't one. At least her reasoning for her argument is clear. I don't think she is a paedophile. I don't think she is. I think she's just she said she was a medical student, so she's just sort of trying to be, you know, thinking outside the box and pushing new frontiers. It's just, you know, very unfortunate that she picked the wrong one. Brainwash. Peds, please do make yourselves recognisable. It will be open season when the time for these leftwits start to advocate for bestiality. Please start the campaign to try copulate with tigers. Chiderations. Make a bear claw knob trap and make them walk past the school during lunchtime. Guaranteed it work. Panko's revenge. Is she going to give pedos Vulcan mind melts? Yet another crusade. Can't rape a child if you don't have a penis. Treatment first, solution second. Matthew Linfield. The issue with your argument is you can take it two ways. Can make it easier for support to happen, or they can't help it, so legalise paedophilia. I don't think she wasn't calling for legalisation. She didn't do that, but she did want to make treatment easier, but just trying to turn it into the entire public and going, you all need to change your opinion on this. No. Nope. Like, she can say it. She absolutely can give this talk. But, you know, doesn't mean you don't get to criticise what she says. Torbjorn Kavalheim. I have said this many times, paedophilia could be a sexuality like gay is. The difference is being gay doesn't hurt anyone unless you get too brave and let Tyrone go in dry. Savvy Steak, we Christians told you so. Yeah, fucking wasn't that a nice wholesome conversation? Wasn't that lovely? And Haram, did you hear about the Russian Burger King ad? No, I didn't. Why? Avalanche, if pedos are an oppressed minority, would 4chan be a protected safe space? I don't think 4chan is as bad anymore. Like, I used to go on 4chan fucking years ago, and I can remember there was a few incidents where someone would rig up a bot to just basically spam all of the boards with fucking CP and all that. Like, I remember that happening a few times. That was fucking lovely. I also myself used to go on the deep web to try and find those niche drugs that are really hard to get a hold of. DMT. And basically it used to be fine at first, but then when you went on the deep web, it was very hard not to go to certain websites that wouldn't have very horrible ads in the corner when you were trying to find your extremely rare drugs. So that ended up getting put in the bin altogether as well, and I don't do that. I don't fucking do that anymore. I just wanted some DMT. That was all. Yeah. DMT is shit. No, it's not. No, it's not, man. DMT's fucking... DMT's excellent, man. I mean, I don't do drugs. I'm not a member of UKIP or anything like that. I don't do drugs. I'm a good upstanding citizen. Fun stuff. DMT isn't real. No, in Scotland it is. Like, DMT is actually really hard to get a hold of in Scotland. So is acid. Acid's well, not so much anymore, but back in my heyday, when I used to do drugs all the time, acid was actually really hard to get a hold of. A good Christian UKIP boy. That's correct. I am good and wholesome. I'm a good boy. I didn't do nothing. I go to church every Sunday. Run for office? I don't know. Maybe. The thing is though, man, I'm awful when I don't have a filter. Like, I make jokes on streams and I make jokes in public that I would never ever fucking upload in a video on my channel. Basically, I kind of wish that real life worked like Sony Vegas. So for something that's a little bit too far, you can just clip it and go, we'll just take that right out of there. But yeah, I don't know. I'll see how it fucking goes. No doubt if I ever did that, fucking everybody would be going, look at these videos and clips from his past where he said this and he made these jokes and he said faggot and blah, like, who fucking cares? I know, man. That's all that would happen. By the way, man, I would get treated a lot like Trump, but like on a much more local level. how many people have joined UKIP since my video. See, just to piss off, stand up to racism. I said thousands and thousands just to fucking really piss them off. But like the actual figure was something around like 700. I think it was about 700. That was the actual figure. But still, that's a hell of a jump. The UKIP thing isn't a meme, by the way. Like, we are all joining UKIP and we are all going to try and like use it to try and push freedom of speech. You know, get the fuck away from the EU, get the fuck away from Article 13. Like, Article 13, man, like, see when I actually first heard of it, I was actually going, oh, shut up, like, they wouldn't be that obvious about it, and then I read it and went like that, holy shit, they are actually being that fucking obvious about it. They're at the point where they go, look, well, everybody's on to us, everybody knows what we're up to, fuck it, let's just hammer this legislation in, and then everybody already knows that we're pieces of shit. Fuck it, let's just go full in. Like, fuck me, man. Like, that's fucking absolutely putrid is what it is, man. Like, some of the absolute shit coming out of the fucking EU. And yet there's people out there that still want to be fucking part of it. People still want to be part of fucking EU. I'll catch up on these. If pedos are an oppressed... Oh, no, I've already read that. Undersized Blitz, check super chat log for the study. Oh no, that's fine. Someone actually managed to link it to me. Thanks, man. Brian Morrow, even criminals in the Texas prison system know how to treat pedos, and it ain't good. Yeah, pedos get fucking butchered if they go to prison. Dan Mick, arm the feminists. Crippling depression, have some shekels, my guy. Make Britain dank again. Jeanette Hansen, being attracted to X does not equal reacting on your attraction. As someone who has some fetishes that are illegal and frowned upon ethically, I want to get help to handle the guilt I feel. Well, then you should get help. You should get help then. There's clinics that you can go to and all that is completely anonymous. If there's stuff that you feel ashamed of and it is illegal and you're worried that you might act on it, go get help. Don't just wait around because you're embarrassed. You have a duty to protect the people that could possibly be hurt by what you want to do. Right, you've got a duty, you know, that person's safety comes over you being embarrassed or not. Ty Timmons, dank, I can't control myself when I go to the supermarket and I see sexy fresh fruits and vegetables. I didn't choose my sexuality. I wish the supermarket employees would separate cytophiles and cytophilia. There's nothing illegal about like fucking fruit and veg, man. You know, like you do you, go nuts. Just take it home with you first, like, you know, pay for it. Jeanette Hansen. But really what I'm trying to say is, let pedos get therapy and medication to curb their interest. There are legit abusers about there, but they aren't necessarily the pedos. Abuser does not equal pedo. It's just that the problem is, like, if there's someone out there who is raping a small child, like, I'm sorry, in my eyes, they're a pedo. They're a pedo. Like, I'm sorry, they wouldn't do anything like that unless they truly wanted to. Brainwash, DMT, something that definitely would simply put an end to all the dipshit discussions people are having all over the world. We have a special tea here, all the naturals are great if treated with discipline. Shrooms and cacti, I did shrooms twice. The only thing is, like, it was nice, but see, I kept feeling sick. Like, I had nausea, like, all the way through my high, and that just kind of ruined it for me, which is why I only did it twice. Like, it was just the nausea just like ruined my high, so I just didn't take them again. I just didn't bother taking them again, man, because it just wasn't fun. Like, because the nausea just completely fucking ruined it. Alexander Solzhenitsyn, Daddy Dank, I have a large amount of traps to pay the tithe. I exchange, can I yeet those paedophiles and not go to jail? Paedophile yeeting is strongly encouraged. Fucking, that's one of the few things that actually can get you insta banned from the fucking Discord if you post lolly. Sargon's not banned from UKIP. They didn't know who he was and they didn't know the context of the situation, but now that they've actually examined the context, that's when they went, oh right, okay, we might have overreacted. And now it's fine. So he's in. He even got his card. Sargon's not banned from UKIP, he didn't get kicked. It's all sorted now. Even Ralph himself tweeted out the email replies that that guy got. So it's all good. Did I truly enter UKIP? Oh, people still don't believe me. People still don't believe me, man. I'm just gonna make sure I've got this up. Yeah, fucking. Yeah, I legit joined fucking UKIP. This is the thing. I see about like 7 or 8 years ago. If you fucking told little fucking commie far left loony me, in 8 years' time you're going to be good friends with Tommy Robinson and you're going to be a member of UKIP, I would have been like, no, I'm not. No, I'm fucking not. Workers Unite. No, man. Like, I would have told you to fuck off. It's funny how things fucking change, man. Anyways, I'll catch up with these super chats. Undersized Blitz, can I post Shota in Discord? No, you can't. That is also an instant ban. That one guy who does that thing, the UK should just leave the EU in the middle of the night abruptly and with no reparations. Just let the EU hold their meeting and the UK reps are just a sign that says screw you. Yep, definitely. We should just fucking leave at this point. They're just trying to bleed us for everything that they can get from us before we go. They're just trying to fucking rake through our pockets before we get out the door. In 8 years' time, Dank will be a feminist? Nope. Nope. Well, I support like the old school OG like feminism. Back when women did actually get paid less and they didn't have the right to vote. That stuff, yeah, women absolutely do have the right to vote, and women should get paid the same as men. But right now, obviously, it's different. They think, there's the gender pay gap. It's not, it's the fucking earnings gap. In 8 years' time, Dank will probably be a trap. I'd be fucking one ugly trap. Be one ugly bastard a trap, so I would. Foot a yiff. Not any furry at all, man, but there's nothing wrong with a little bit of foot and arry. I hope Tommy doesn't get killed in jail, but I'm not optimistic. Fucking, he is in danger while he's in jail, but I think he's doing all right, judging for the information that I've got back. He's obviously really pissed off at the sentence to get handed because that kind of puts all of his work on hold. But you know, all of us aren't going to stop doing what we're doing. Get Shadman to draw Dank as a lolly trap. I see, because everyone keeps making the joke that fucking Sue is a lolly. And all that, man. Like, I've said this a few times. He's not done it, even though I know he's aware of it, so I'm pretty certain he's not going to do it. But I was actually terrified of Shadman drawing me and Sue. But like, he's aware of the meme, but he's not done it, so I think I'm good. I think I'm good now. Catch up with these. Stormzoo, happening chief, saw you playing Dying Light on Discord, how you liking it? Just got into it myself and I fucking love it anyway. Keep it up, Mark it. No, fucking Dying Light's good. Like, I tried to play it when it first came out and then I just lost interest, but it was on sale, so I bought it and I'm fucking right into it. Jeanette Hansen, thanks daddy, now I want to see you in a Sairafuku. I don't know what that is. Dare I Google that? Oh, right. Okay, so it's a Japanese school uniform. Okay. Okay then. Maybe not. maybe not. Fuck's sake. The fourth Zelda kiss. You have to make tea with shrooms, no sickness. Oh, I just did the whole thing where I shoved them in my mouth and just chewed them and swallowed them quickly. Like, that was what I did. Hold on, just to fucking move this over to make it fucking easier. Nope, that was the wrong fucking thing. Right, there we go. Nope, that was the wrong thing as well. Fuck's sake. I'm not doing very well here. Right, there we are. Sue is leftist trash. That's the thing is, Sue does look like an SJW, but she's actually not. She's actually not. She is a bit more left than I am. Because me and Sue do have some like opposing views when it comes to certain things, but that's fine. There's nothing wrong with disagreeing. I mean, what kind of couple doesn't argue? Can you make more meme videos? I get such a mixed response for them, man. Some people say they don't like them. Some people say they like my usual videos, but like I do have ones coming up. Like I'm going to do the incel video next week, but I've got another one where I'm going to talk about certain things that are happening in the UK and also some of the shit that the fucking EU are trying to do as well. But yeah, I've got I have shit posts that I'm going to film. I do actually have some shit posts that I'm going to fucking sort out as well. Just sort of comedy skits and all that, but it's just trying to get everybody together to film. There was some footage we got to Scarborough, but the only problem is that like see, because we filmed it like on the edge of a cliff, the wind just like completely fucked up the audio. But I might just upload a clip of it, because in it there's a clip where I see how the infamous like bag of shekels fucking cow actually smacks me with a fucking bag of shekels, man, and they explode and go everywhere, and it fucking hurt. I actually fucking hurt getting hit with a bag of shekels. Autistic Park. Oh, that was just a one-off. That was just us taking the piss. The fucking funny thing is as well, man, is see, because we were in the woods, Gary get fucking eaten alive by insects when he had all his clothes off. Perfect. Aye, there's cow in the chat. Aye, perfect time to join. Because we had stink bombs and we were throwing them at each other and all that, man, and I get a stink bomb fucking thrown right up the side of me, and it fucking stunk. And then, cause I threw one at cow and it went all over him, cow fucking hit me with a bag of shekels. And it hurt. It actually did fucking hurt, by the way. But aye. Stormzoo, also, how come you don't stream on Twitch much? Right, I'll tell you what, right, I have been lazy in that regard. You know, if I'm a full-time interneter, I should be trying harder, so yeah, I'll stream on Twitch more. My Twitch link is below. I'll try and get in like at least one stream a week on Twitch for a couple of hours. It's just that, see, right now there's no like really good stream-worthy games or anything. Like fucking we've all started playing DayZ now for a laugh. So like I might stream a bit of DayZ. I don't know. I'll see. Two British wankers. I missed the Torture Jamie stream. Very sad. I've still got it. Tell you what, I'll probably download that and put it on the Stream Archive channel. It's still up. It's unlisted. So I'll download that and I'll put it on the Stream Archive channel. But aye, Jamie, I felt kind of bad. Actually, what we did to Jamie, we all drove down and Jamie was behind us on the motorbike. So we were all like looking in the wing mirrors to make sure that Jamie was still alive, and he drove all the way from Scotland down to Scarborough with us. But while he was in Scarborough, the battery on his motorbike died, and he couldn't get it started, so he had to like put it into a garage. So it ended up, it was like the last day, and we just sort of went, bye Jamie, and went home. But what Jamie decided to do instead was fucking keep driving like to London. When his bike was fixed, he just kept driving to London, and then he was staying in the house in one of the other mods, one of the mods that you seen torture him in the stream. And I just seen that as well. Tailed, yeah, we're going to be doing that one, because that one will be a fucking good laugh. That one will actually be quite funny. Undersized Blitz, meme videos are great. How to win an argument is still the best vid. Oh, fucking that one. People keep tweeting that out at people whenever they're arguing and someone just goes, oh, racist, you're a racist. People just tweet that video at them and it pisses them off. Just fucking excellent, because that was the whole point. Brainwash. V covered the devilish plot involving enchanted potato peelers and shoes in England. How is this affecting Scotland, and how is the Scottish cutlery behaving? Are you in danger? We worry for you. Like, this is the thing, man. Like, fucking knife laws in Scotland are extremely strict because we had a lot of knife crime. We had a serious fucking amount of knife crime. Like, see everything that's happening in London right now with machetes and all that shit. We fucking had it. Like, there's even a documentary you can see on YouTube of guys chasing guys down fucking, I think it's West Regent Street in Glasgow, and fucking hacking them up with a machete, and that happened, like, back in 2002. Like, Glasgow's had that for a long time, but, like, see, for example, like, knives here, completely, absolutely illegal. And this, it's as soon as you leave your house as well, like, for example, this is a locking knife, right? So, like, that is actually completely illegal. You can have it in your house. You can keep it in your house. But, like, I bought this for fishing and hunting. But even if I take this fishing or hunting with me, I could still get arrested and charged with carrying a knife. And that's the thing, is a problem. And it's like, see, if you're fishing or hunting, like, a knife can save your life, right? It's literally a very, very handy thing to fucking have, right? And it's, like, the perfect thing to take with you if you're fishing, hunting, or hiking. But it's illegal. Like, who are you going to stab if you're away out in the middle of fucking nowhere? Right? That's just the thing that's fucking annoying. Like, if I'm away out in the middle of nowhere, like, fishing, hunting, or hiking, like, I've not got this with me for sinister reasons, but even though I could be sitting there with all my gear on and all my fishing tackle with me, I could still get arrested and charged with possession of a knife. Like, literally, as soon as I walk past the threshold of my driveway and I'm in the street, I'm immediately committing a crime. And I can get arrested for it. It's fucking shit. Honestly, it's so fucking stupid. But, like, see if you're fishing, hunting and all that, then, like, you should be completely left alone if you've got a knife on you. But see if you're standing on a street corner drinking with all your friends, and, like, you and your friends are known for fighting and you've got a knife on you, then yeah, I completely understand it then. But, like, the knife laws, I understand why they put them in place, but they're just far too overreaching. They're far too overreaching. Josh, is it worth it spending money to join UKIP? What can a standard Brit do to further the glorious cause of freedom of speech within that party? The more and more you bolster the numbers, obviously, like, they need the money as well, but then it means you can run in your local area, you can help out with events, you can spread awareness and all that type of stuff as well, and just get more people to join. Because see, when it comes to individual liberty and freedom of speech and British values, I can assure you that right now, UKIP are the only party with any kind of power that actually care about it. Care about those things. Like, fucking Labour doesn't give a shit, the Conservatives don't give a shit, the SNP don't give a shit, the Lib Dems don't give a shit. None of them fucking give a shit about individual liberty, British values, or freedom of speech. None of them fucking care. None of them fucking care at all. So that's why, you know, like it or lump it, if you care about those things, then the only party you really can support is UKIP, because none of these other parties fucking care at all. Bye. Anyway, John Smith, may I have a wrench to represent the Yankee cons? I only give wrenches out to people that I know, sorry. Domo Demo, what is your first suggestion as a UKIP deputy commander when the shitlords arise? Well, what I'm actually going to do is to help with the declining white population, we are actually going to import white orphan babies from abroad. And assign them to families. So we might just turn up at your door one day and go, do a great service for your nation and throw a baby at you and run away. It's obviously a joke, by the way. Like, I'm not actually going to do that. Just thought I'd put that in there. Two British wankers, please tell Sue her stream cute tax is incoming. Sue always streams like first thing in the morning. Like, Sue's always awake at like 8 in the morning, man. Who fucking does that? Who fucking does that, man? Weird. What about For Britain? I don't 100% agree with For Britain's what's the word? Manifesto, like that, is it? And also the fact that it's For Britain. I do honestly wish Anne, like, all the luck. I honestly do wish that she does well. She does have a little bit of a beef with Farage, you know, but that's no secret. But I honestly do wish they do well. She's trying her best to get it, you know, established and recognised as a party. Obviously, submitting all the paperwork, but it's the paperwork stage. Last time I spoke to her, she says it is taking a lot longer than usual. You know, I wonder why that is. It's almost like someone doesn't want for Britain to be a party. What about the English flag? Seen as racist? That can fuck off. You can fly the English flag anywhere you want. If it's your property, you're allowed to fly a flag. Right, that's fine. You can fly any flag you fucking want. You know, even if you're part of the Islamic State and you're living in Britain and you want to fly the Islamic State flag, that's fine. You have the freedom to do that in this country. It also means we know what house to fucking bomb. Joke, joke, joke. Don't go bombing houses. Hello, Israel. Yeah, we've got another one. Fucking hell, man. Don't fly an English flag in Glasgow, though. It could get messy. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. What's up from Vid? Hey, there's Nick. Yeah, how's it going, man? Couldn't make VidCon this year. You know, money's a little bit fucking tight. Oh, in fact, an update on that whole thing. GoFundMe are now in the final stages of actually transferring the money to my lawyer. So like, they've got back to me. My lawyer sent off all the basically GoFundMe were very like, is this real? Is this true? Like, can you send us proof? So I ended up getting my lawyers to liaise directly with them. My lawyer sent over the Law Society certificate and all this stuff, and see now that that's all been fully confirmed, it's fine, it's jamming, and the money's going to get sent now, so that's cool. So it's getting sent, and we can actually finally get fucking started, because we're all sitting here ready to go. We're sitting here just ready to fucking go, man. Well, in fact, apparently there's other stuff that needs sorted first, but that's nothing to do with me and my lawyers. That's something that the judge and all that need to do. The judge has to prepare something, I forget what it's called, but it's like, it's just sort of like a written thing where the judge says, this is why I gave the sentence, this is why I found him guilty, this is why I gave him the sentence that I did, I feel it was justified because this. So it's just the judge has to type up a thing which is like his side of the story and his reasons, and then that's to get submitted. So it's just a thing like that, but that's nothing to do with us. So that's just something that Sheriff O'Carroll has to do himself. I don't know if he submitted it yet though. Are you aware of the Clintons snuff film? Right, I've heard about it. I don't know how much of it is true, but like I said, like I don't go on the deep web anymore for reasons we discussed earlier, because there are certain things that I don't want to fucking see and I don't want to get exposed to, right? So I've heard it somewhere on the dark web, but I'm not gonna go on there fucking looking for it, because the dark web is a fucking minefield. What happened to my vape? No, like legit. I've lost it. I don't know where it is. I know it was around the desk somewhere. I was looking for it earlier, but like I have no idea where my vape went. Like that's true. I will need to try and find it. If Breitbart hasn't reported on it, then it's probably sketchy as fuck. Like, oh, did any of you see that fucking video? Bill Clinton was at an event, and it was a fucking Alex Jones posted it on Twitter, and a guy just fucking stood up at the event and shouted, "Why did you fly on the Lolita Express 24 times?" Holy, the fucking stones on that guy, man. He must have had to haul them in there with a fucking wheelbarrow. But like, you know that guy's dead now, right? You know that guy's dead for doing that, man. 2 gunshot wounds to the back of the head, ruled a suicide. Right? Fucking, the fucking stones, man. Absolute mad lad. Fuck me, I wouldn't have done that. I would not have done that. I would have ended up fucking vanishing. Have you heard of Jared from Rapeway? Yeah, that was a while ago, man. Fucking Subway Jared. Have you actually listened to the phone calls, though? Oh, fucking hell, man. The phone calls are horrible. The phone calls he was making, they were actually, like, really, really fucking horrible. Bye. James Dietrich, unaccompanied minors apprehended at our southern border up 300%, families arrested crossing up 400% over last May, throwing babies to us is the thing. Yeah, like, I haven't looked too much into it, but I've seen a few people saying that separating families is actually something that's been around since the Obama administration, but Trump's getting fucking blamed for it. You know, the same as, like, fucking the Confederate statues were all there during the Obama administration and nobody said anything then. But then Trump was president and suddenly these things that have been there for a very long time were just a problem immediately. You know, even though they were around since Obama. It's funny that. Uninspired Rambler, fuck UK, join the United States Space Force, go on Great Crusade for the God Emperor, get citizenship in real country that lets you have swords and guns. Fucking... I was actually thinking of putting in an order for an actual proper sword, getting it engraved with the family crest and all that shit. Not a samurai sword, like an actual claymore. Like, I've got hundreds of fucking Celtic symbols and all that shit all over my house as well, family crests and stuff. Tom Ron Nielsen, I'm coming to Scotland in 2 weeks and staying for 2 months. Is there anything you can recommend to see or do to piss off Scotland and or Britain? It depends on where you're going. Like, I would usually recommend the Fife Coast, like going to places like Pitton, Weem and Anstruther and all that. Like, they're really pretty up there. Going to the Highlands as well, man, places like Pitlochry and all that, or just going deep into the Highlands, like, that's some fucking good shit, man. The cities, don't bother with the fucking cities, man. I hate the cities. Like, just the countryside's good, man. The countryside's fucking excellent. That's why I live in the countryside now. Countryside's fucking great. Especially because out here, no one has any idea who I am. And it's brilliant. No one at the pub knows who I am or anything. We've got one pub in the whole village. Right? So fucking... And nobody knows who I am, and it's brilliant. Bullet Shepherd, I grew up in the 90s Clinton era around the Bosnian conflict, and I knew they were scum as a kid. My dad taught me well what to look for in a reptilian. Haram, if there was a referendum on joining the US vote, don't know if I'd be down for that. Then we might start getting all the Mexicans. Nah, I'm joking. Nah, fucking, I've no fucking idea, man. I don't think we would join the US, no. Nah. Quite happy with, well, I'm not quite happy with the way things are, but you know what I mean. Brainwash, I believe the fundamentalist menace will reveal its nature. It's a blunt manja and a Scottish hero will save us from its doom. The Python prophets were right. Wave the flag. Hashtag Shadowley. That'll be the neighbours dug out. Storm Zoo, Beauty of Scotland, Dundee mate, 2 stuffed crust pepperoni pizzas out Milanos for £11 delivered to your door. Absolute belter. There you go. There you go. That's a Scotsman's like true representation of what makes Scotland great. Cheap 2-for-1 pizzas. Philip F. Penis is anus. The judge has to prepare his anus. Fuck's sake, man. But on that note, I'm probably going to end the stream just now then, guys. I'm probably going to go and play some DayZ or something with everybody. Or Dying Light. But it was good just sort of getting to sit and chill and shoot the shit with everybody. But yeah, just for everybody that knows that Sargon was allowed into UKIP, right? They actually looked at the situation and seen the context and it was fine. So it's all fine now, right? But yeah. Join UKIP, everyone. It's only £30 for the whole year, and it means that you get to have a say in all the votes and everything that they have. You know, so I'm just saying that if a lot of us had a say in some of the votes and everything that's happening in UKIP, it would just be very, very interesting. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Anyways, I'll end the stream there, right? Thanks, guys.